Good morning to my executive assistant, Lauren. How you doing over there today, girl?
Great. How you doing, Bon?
I'm doing so good. I'm doing so good. I let you sleep in a little bit today, didn't I?
Yeah, it was nice of you.
Yeah, absolutely. I said, you know what? Today's a big day. And so I'm going to let you get your rest because sometimes when Lauren doesn't sleep, she gets insubordinate. She gets pissy. She acts like, oh, maybe I'll just quit. Maybe I'll go be a PA. I thought, yeah, try surviving on that budget, girl. We have a very special guest today, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have an amazing guest. She is a great friend of mine. I'm hoping she'll become a great friend of mine. I got us an amazing reservation after this, after we record, to have lunch and just, we're going to do the show and she's going to talk about herself, talk about her career. I'm going to connect with her really well. Let y'all kind of get a peek into that. And then I got us an amazing lunch reservation.
Bonnie.
Megyn Kelly. Can you hold on one second, Lauren? Megyn Kelly is our guest today. She
Bonnie.
is can you stop? I'm telling them what's going on. Megyn Kelly is an idol of mine. She is an incredible interviewer. She is gorgeous. She has a body to die for. And, her and I have been trying to get together for a long time. She's always, she's so busy. She's got something going on. She was in that amazing movie, I think it's called Bombshell, about those who were at Fox News and they said, "You fat ass." They probably would have slept with him if he was good.
Bonnie.
Yes.
I tried to get Megyn Kelly. She did not respond. But I found you another guest who I think you'll be excited about.
Why would you break that to me on the air? Why would you just scream at me like a junkyard dog? Bonnie, I didn't get Megyn Kelly. Okay, well, you could have told me that 10 minutes ago. So
I tried.
If you didn't get Megyn Kelly, then I'm wondering who it is, because here's the thing. For all of Lauren's faults, and for all that she still has to learn and understand about life, she has worked with other celebrities besides me. Let's see. All right. So if it's not Megyn Kelly, which is a complete kick in the dick, I got to tell you, because I made a whole plan for the day for us. So I'm going, all right, whoever it is, I guess they're going to enjoy a lunch and hotel with me. All right, let's see. Lauren worked for Ellen. I kind of hope it's not Ellen. I feel like she's in hot water, been in hot water the last couple of years. Illuminati and muck stuff. So if it is Ellen, I'll be excited. But if it's not Ellen, I'll also be partly relieved, because I don't know if my viewers are very into Ellen.
It's not Ellen.
Okay. It's not Ellen, but she's also worked. Lauren, is it Steve Harvey? I love Steve Harvey. I record his show. He gives the best advice, almost as good as I do. He'll be like, think like a man, and that is so true. Like for Lauren, she has a girlfriend, quote unquote, but dating, like, once she starts dating again, once she starts dating men again, I'm gonna say, think like a man. Like date a bunch of guys. I think they call it a roster. Like you need to have so many men on your roster, and you, depending on how they act, you move them around. That's what Lauren kind of needs to get into. So if it's Steve Harvey, I still would do the lunch plans with him, because I do love him, and I do think that we would, look great together, probably get photographed together. But she also weren't you an assistant for Jack Black before I was?
Yeah.
So maybe it's Jack. Is it Jack Black?
No.
So it's Steve Harvey. All right, well, let him in. Let's just get started. I don't have an interview for Steve Harvey, so, but I guess
okay.
You
ready? Are you sure you're ready?
Well, is it Steve Harvey, for God's sake?
You'll see.
Oh, I'm kind of excited. Got it.
Hello, it's Trisha. Lauren,
Bonnie.
where did Bonnie go?
I think she did say she was going to grab a coffee, so maybe she needed. I'll call her.
She does love coffee. Okay, give her a ring. I'm ready whenever.
Yeah, we can hop back on. I'll go grab her.
Okay, we'll take 5. Bonnie, can you hear me? Test 1, test 2.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what she's doing here.
You're
You told me
speaking.
you told me you had a celebrity guest. You told me we were doing a celebrity guest today. You told me, you said, oh, Bonnie, this guest gonna take us to the next level. And it's Trisha.
It is.
Who I said I don't want to. I said explicitly she doesn't have charisma. She doesn't have the stomach for show business, and she begs me all the time.
Did you see the microphone I got?
The microphone I
Gave this
had.
to me.
Yeah.
Trisha, you need to. We'll go over how to plug it in. I don't think it's plugged in. That's okay.
Well, I thought it was wireless. Is the thing.
That's the microphone I bought for Lauren to send to Megyn Kelly to the hotel that I was putting her up at, that now you're sitting in.
I'm in the hotel, and it is nice. The plant behind me, do you see that? That's real.
I don't know. I guess I don't know how to. I don't think I can fire Lauren on the air, but I'm thinking do I do it after? I mean, I kind of want to just do a public beheading of her right now, because she told me, this is what Lauren told me. She said, oh, I have this amazing guest, it's going to blow this up. It's going to blow it out of the water. I thought maybe it's Tucker Carlson. Maybe it was. So, and now you're sitting there.
Well, now that Trish is here, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I would love to. Can you hear me okay?
Now that you're here, I guess what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to put you through your paces, see how you fare, because this is, you think this is just dress up. You think that I just come on here and do this for fun. And that's why I'm so insulted by you. So if you're sitting here now, you have the mic that I sent for Megyn Kelly that Lauren, again, another failure. We're going to put you through your paces. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? How about that?
I want you to know right off the bat that I take this very seriously.
Okay, well.
And I'm not going to let you down.
I guess, Trish, with you coming on here, I don't know how you're going to make it up to me. I mean, I just feel like this was you pulled such a fast one here.
Well, I would never want to betray you or make you feel that way.
Right.
And, maybe there's something I could do around your house to like sort of make you feel like we're square or even.
Yeah.
I was thinking like something with the flowers, I have a green thumb,
Yeah.
or maybe like, I don't know, give it like power wash the deck or something.
Yeah. I was thinking less flowers, more like, that's actually what I was going to say. That's so funny you said that. So I can read my mind. I was thinking maybe for you coming on my podcast without me knowing and trying to steal my thunder, maybe you could power wash not only the deck, but the side of the house is a wreck. And John has tried to get the boys to do it, and they're always like, nah, they're like, I'm not doing that. And he's like, so maybe I'll have him show you how to use the power washer, and then you can do the side of the house and the deck.
It's just that your house is it's big. So
It's
like, it's going to take me some time
definitely
to do that. But if it means staying your BFF,
yeah,
then I'm
willing. I don't know if I'd say we're BFF, but I do think we're
BFFL.
We've known each other for a long time. That's what I say. I think I would set aside at least 3 days to power wash the house. I also do think it's gonna be cold this week, so that's something to consider. Consider what you're gonna wear for it. And if you need to enlist some help, I'm not gonna hold that against you. If you want to call Lauren or call Tanya to help you out, I won't. We'll still be square. So,
Lauren, are you in?
You gonna fly me out?
Who? Me?
Yeah, Bonnie.
I'm not flying you out. I'm just going to say it because I'm learning to say how I feel in the moment instead of ruminating over it and being mad over it and throwing things. I'm not happy you're here. I have to just get that out. I'm not happy you're here, and I'm not happy that Lauren deceived me, because to go from thinking that Megyn Kelly was coming on my show to knowing that you weaseled your way in, you're in a beautiful hotel room, you got the mic, because you can be dumb like a fox, kind of manipulative. It does bother me. But now that you're here, I guess we're going to go ahead and try to talk to each other on the mics and just see. I guess, you're in the room and I have the room till 3. So I guess we got to do something.
Bonnie, you told me you didn't want my negative energy here. So I made plans today. So I'm going to go if that's okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, now that when I thought it was Megyn Kelly, I didn't want your negative energy because she's so professional and she's so, I just didn't want you acting like, hey, Megyn, ever been to, stop talking to her or something like that. Asking her personal questions that she didn't want to talk about. But now that it's Trish, I don't quite want to be alone with her in this environment. So whatever your plans were, you just need to go ahead, cancel. It's called consequences. It's called if you fudge up at your job, guess you don't get to go to the hookah lounge that you're hoping to go to and do whatever you do.
You're gonna have to work today, Lauren.
You have to work. You're gonna have to. I don't know if you're trying to go take ketamine and, Trish. I really do think that Lauren. I don't think she has a drug problem, but I think that she's in that culture in Los Angeles where they take ketamine, they take, whatever it is, drugs. It's like
she's in the throes of it.
Yeah,
over there.
Yeah, I think she takes stuff. She puts it on her tongue, or what people do, it dissolves on their tongue.
Under the tongue.
Under the tongue, or they put, or behind their ear or whatever. And so I think when she's not working, she's partying. I think that maybe Trisha, we could get together. I've talked to Lauren about a straightening treatment for her hair, some kind of keratin.
Oh, yeah.
Something.
One of those blowout.
Yeah,
maybe.
We give her a blowout. We give her some highlights, and we, maybe you and I get on Frankie's bikinis or whatever and order a couple.
Those are revealing. But they're gorgeous.
Hey, if she wants to be, if she's sitting here saying she wants to be on the magazine, well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta put up or shut up.
Put up or shut up. Put your money where your mouth is. She's acting like, oh, I want to be free. I want to be on.
We could take you to get a Brazilian.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a Brazilian?
I have.
And your thoughts?
Oh, la. Somebody's a saucy girl. Trisha, it does make sense that she came on as a special guest because she's a special girl. That's a perfect way to describe her. Special. She's just a down home girl. She's just easy to talk to. Sometimes I'm talking to someone, I'll talk for 3 hours and I think, it's like she falls asleep and her eyes are open. She's on the slower end of life, meaning, it's like, come sit the signs will say sit a spell, come sit a while, she's kind of like
it easy.
Yeah, she's kind of the embodiment of that kind of attitude about life, just slow glasses, I don't really know how else to describe her. She's got good hair. She's got that thick hair. That's pretty.
That is so sweet of you.
Yeah, I mean it.
Bonnie was the prettiest girl in school. I'll tell you that. She has like, I still say it, she has like the talent of Lady Gaga.
Yeah. With
like the intelligence of like a Stephen Hawking. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's called being the whole package. It's called a triple threat.
I was a mascot, so I had a little different experience.
That's right. You were a mascot.
Still part of the team.
Yeah, absolutely, girl. You definitely were still part of the team. They obviously said, let's cover up that, that face. Let's cover it. Which I had an opposite. They were like, get that face on the big screen.
It's really about like your gymnastics with being a mascot. It's about like your physical capabilities.
Yeah,
sort of your
very wiry.
Ability to rile everyone's spirits. And that's something I pride myself on.
Yeah. I think that they sort of had to include you. Wasn't there something that happened with your parents in the school and they had to include you? So they some donation or something happened, and they didn't have a choice but to include you, I think.
There's only one girl for the job. That's what I
What was the school mascot?
The horny toads. So like a bullfrog kind of deal. It's the horny toads.
I love to see pictures.
Yeah. Oh, I'll show you pictures. She'd always, after games, because I was cheering, and she'd say, "Please take a picture with me," through the thing. And she had this little microphone that she had under the head, and then it would come out. So she'd be like, "Take a picture with me," and I'd be like, "Oh my God, don't look at me, don't come over here." That sort of thing. The big difference between Trish and I is that she has daughters and I have sons. So our daughters, our older kids are the same age, 8th, sophomore.
Right.
But then she has her younger daughter, Blake. We talk about it.
Blakey.
Yeah, we do try to avoid Blake quite a bit, usually.
Blake's a little different from
why do
the
we
other
avoid
two.
Blake?
Well, you know why.
Oh, that Blake, yes.
She's a little advanced. She's, she can be kind of like, she's very confident in her skin and like sort of intimidating to adults and children and teachers. But just because of her intellect, really, and like she's like 11 going on 306. It's like she's lived many lives.
It's like she's never died. It's like she's that movie Tuck Everlasting. Lauren, have you seen that? About the kids that stay alive forever. She's kind of like that. She's super into the goth stuff. She's super into like emo. She had an incident at the church where she was in the confessional booth doing something with wearing a Hillary Clinton mask, TikTok.
No, that's not quite how it happened. And I don't really want to go on talking about that story because I feel like you're kind of like embellishing a little bit, maybe like sort of making some stuff up. And that's not quite how it happened. Like loves God, loves Jesus. Yeah. She is Catholic and she got her first communion and she will be confirmed Catholic.
Okay. I think in fact, it's the opposite. I'm sparing a lot of the details and, but I do see why you wouldn't want that story about your child out there. Have you seen those TikToks? Have you seen that? It's that viral sound right now. It's like, I want to kill my mom. I want to kill my dad. Have you seen those? Mm-hmm. He made one of those at the church. She took some kind of gun in the church, made some weird.
She whittles. Yeah, I've told you that she whittles. It's not a real gun. It's like made out of sticks from the backyard.
Yeah, she whittles stakes, like vampire stakes into the ground. So we do try to avoid her.
It's called a joke. She was just kidding, and she's hilarious.
Yeah, I picked her up from school because Trish was drunk, whatever. I picked her up from school, and I rolled the window down. I said, "Hey, Blakey girl," and she went, and I went. I rolled my window up. I locked the doors. It scared me. I said, "Don't ever do that again." Not only is that creepy, it makes you look really weird.
Yeah, she's kind of like an introvert. She doesn't really like to like socialize with girls her age. We tried to get her into like the brownies back when she was in first grade.
That's when you had the arson problem.
It was an accident. Yeah.
Okay.
It was an accident.
Goodness.
Yeah. My goodness is right, Lauren. Maybe I know when you see my sons running around here in the house, you think, oh, I want to have kids. I want to have this. Then a day with Blake, you might think twice.
Well, it's funny you bring up the son because Blake is actually named after Jerry's favorite artist, Blake Shelton.
Blake Shelton.
Because, we have the two girls, and then the third, we were almost 90% sure was going to be a boy. And then
the only reason you did it, so it must be an equal slap in the face.
Jerry
loved a boy, and it was a weird girl.
Well, she's not weird. She's just like.
What I don't get is Blake is not a unisex name at all. You keep telling me it's unisex, Bonnie. It's unisex. It's not unisex. She's named after Blake Shelton.
Because how is Blake with animals?
Well,
how is Blake with animals, Trish?
I just want to make sure that you shouldn't have her, talk to someone maybe.
Yeah.
She loves animals. She doesn't like, the wildlife so much. Like she's fine with like our dog, Brazzer, but
Yeah.
as far as like with, the squirrels in the backyard, she's super, super quiet, as you know. She can kind of sneak up.
Yeah.
So she's gotten like really into like catching the squirrels. She's been training the dog on how to kind of get the wildlife in the backyard and bring it back to her. It's like kind of like this like little game of fetch they do. They bond over it, and then she collects them. So what we unfortunately have found is that she's been collecting some of the animals that our dog has captured.
She's not okay. I'm not gonna let you lie on here. It's not Brazzers, your dog, who's getting the squirrels. She traps them. Okay. She traps them. She takes them when they're in the device.
Which I think she learned from Girl Scout.
I don't think she did. I don't think they teach the young girls how to trap wildlife. That's what their husband's for. She gets the animal, she gets the squirrel in the net. She stomps their skull in.
No, I'm not gonna let you do.
She wears these special boots, these Steve Madden. It's really in right now, these boots, and she stomps their head, and then she does this thing where she doesn't put it in her mouth. Thank God, because she'd be dead. But she brings the animal to the porch and then says the dog did it. But I've seen her do it.
Trish, we can talk about this after.
Thank you, Lauren.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie, So Trisha's husband, Jerry, and her, and then myself and my husband John, own a lake house. And Trisha said, "Oh, I have a family emergency. I'm not going. Jerry and I aren't going to be able to come to the lake, but I know you and John are going. Would you mind taking Blake?" And I thought, on one hand, I thought, I don't quite want to be alone with Blake. I don't quite trust her, the way she moves and maneuvers and things like that. Like I feel like Blake would, pretend to drown or something or whatever. Then on the other hand, I was like, maybe that'd be fun. John and I never had a daughter, so we'll take her. She stayed in the back room the entire weekend, never came out. She would slip things under the door, she would slip a note that says, "Put a bologna sandwich under my door," and then at night.
She's an introvert.
Yeah, I guess that's what you want to call it. And then she in the middle of the night, I came out to get a glass of water, and she was just standing in the kitchen like this, standing there waiting for me. I thought I was like, I had a heart attack. I thought the only time you came out of your room the whole time was to stand in the kitchen and like stare at the door. It was weird.
How do you think I feel? She does that every night. I can feel her near me, even though I'm in the hotel. I feel that she's near.
Me too. I don't know how he's sleeping there. Have you ever heard of the Hernandez brothers?
The who?
Did I tell you?
I think what she doesn't like is mass. She hates going to mass with us.
Yeah.
But
because her hands start to tingle and burn, like when Lauren goes to mass.
She says that, but she's
That's
just
not
kid.
true. I don't go to mass.
Lauren, whenever you want to go, you are welcome to come with me and Jerry.
Yep.
And Blake.
Recenter myself. Lauren does Reiki, so can you do some on me right now?
Sure.
I can kind of get back with it.
You said you didn't believe in it, but
yeah. Well, I don't necessarily believe that you can do it. I believe people do it. I don't know that you have the magic hands, things like that.
You said it scares you.
It scares me like Blake scares me. Lauren, I guess I really don't know how to move forward here, girl. I don't know how to move forward, honey, because I feel duped. So I had an interview prepared for MK, Megyn Kelly, not down here. And I think the questions are going to be a little too intellectual for you know who.
I'm willing to give it a shot, Bonnie.
Okay. If you really want to be in show business, you really want to ride my coattails, if you really want to be, in the mix, I guess we'll put her through her paces, Lauren. I guess we're gonna rock and roll. We'll rock and roll and see how it goes.
Why don't we go back to the questions? I can ask the questions you prepared for.
I guess. I mean,
both of us.
I don't know if she's going to tell us about her, going to Costco that she needs help with, or getting a McDonald's sandwich. I mean, I guess we can ask her something. Go ahead.
You want me to ask the ones you gave me to ask? Megyn?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm ready, Lauren.
What is your favorite part about your career?
My career as a mother, or I have what we call a side hustle. I work in town here at the TJ Maxx. I'm what you call Maximista, and
Trisha lives in a 10,000 square foot house. I would say her husband makes $3.5 million a year, and she gets these jobs. She gets these stupid jobs, and then pees her pants about it, worries about getting fired, all this stuff. She doesn't need a job. You don't need to work at TJ Maxx. If anything, it's embarrassing to me. It's way more embarrassing to you. And your daughters came to me and they said, moms, we went to TJ Maxx to get a Joe coffee mug to throw at our teacher. We're going to crash it on the floor, and mom's in there behind the register. They were mortified.
Well, if I've learned anything from a Miss Susie Orman, it's that you need to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. And I never forgot that. Jerry has taken great care of me and the girls.
Yeah.
But if something were to happen and things were to flip, I need to be ready to pack my bags.
So you think your job at TJ Maxx will allow you to pack your bags, support $3?
I'm a sales associate at TJ Maxx.
Yeah.
They provide benefits to me.
What kind of benefits? Like 20% off?
It's 35, and you know that. And
that's pretty good.
Thank you.
For Lauren, that would she'd be a millionaire with that.
Lauren. Oh, that's a boundary.
Yeah, crossed it. She always does. That's why I tell you, she crosses boundaries. She's insubordinate. She's like, I'm a bad girl out.
Trisha, you were telling me before when we were talking that you do some charity work.
I do community.
Talk about that.
It's like community service or community outreach, and it's something I'm starting. And
I'm sorry.
It sounds really cool. Why don't we talk about that?
So really quickly, are you implying that you do this on a voluntary basis? Out
of the goodness of my heart, and just really, what drives me is the Lord. And
so you don't do this work because it's court ordered from when you had a DUI.
Okay. Well,
that's what I think. I think you got a massive DUI, and I think you had 3 martinis, and you drove your car, and you got pulled over, and you tried to sweet talk them out of it, and it didn't work, and you got like 100 hours of community service, and that's why you're going to the.
What I've learned is it's not about where you start; it's about your journey, and every day I am saved by the Lord.
Okay.
And I don't need to have shame about my past. And
I wouldn't say that. I think getting a DUI is like one of the shameful things you do. What if you hit a family of 5 and killed them, or killed everyone but the mother, and she had to live with her kid? I think there's a lot of shame in that. To be totally honest.
Well, luckily that's not quite what happened.
Yeah.
And
I don't think we should go into what happened. I think we should just.
Yeah. What's the kind of work that you're doing, Trish?
Well, what we're doing is a pen pal program, and it's still in the beginning phases. And what we're doing is beta testing it here at my house. And I'm writing letters to inmates that are in prison.
To a bunch of inmates, or just one in particular? Are you talking?
Well, like I said, it's still in the beginning phases. So it's right now it's just one, and he's a lovely guy, like super sweet. And we've been writing back and forth for a couple months now, and we're getting to know each other. And he's really interested in getting back out there and getting a second chance, fresh start. And that's something I think we can all relate to.
So just to make sure I'm clear, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to interrupt you on my show that I didn't think you were going to be a guest on ever. Just to be clear, you are writing, you got a massive DUI, and so for your community service, you're writing sexting basically an inmate at a federal prison back and forth. You've been doing that.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what sexting is, but no, we're corresponding. It's handwritten notes.
Okay.
And phone calls. That's pretty much the gist of it.
Oh, so you talk on the phone to this inmate. You talk to him on the phone and have phone sex and sext him through letters, things like that. Is that what it is?
You know that's not what it is.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
We're friends. Confidants.
What I'm wondering is, what do you talk to him about? What do you write to him? Oh, is that TJ Maxx? The line got so long, I peed my pants and had to leave, or what? I guess it's so alarming to me. I think being an adult woman and pissing your pants all the time is like, and I'm wondering if it's like some medication you're on, or to be frank, it's the sign of an alcoholic. So I guess I'm just worried.
Well, it's a problem that not a lot of women talk about, and it's called incontinence. And if you knew that, you might stop calling it pee in my pants.
Well, what I'm going to tell you is this is about the unsexiest. The show that I'm trying to do is sexy. Okay. And this is about the unsexiest thing that you come on here and start talking about having it. Yeah. It's supposed to be cool. And you're coming on here and you're talking about incontinence. Okay. Which is disgusting, which is what elderly people have when they're frail. And so,
well,
okay. Please take the floor.
Well, I'd like to move past the incontinence and get back to. I
don't ever want to hear about it again. I don't ever want to see it again. See it happen. It's mortifying for me.
It's something I'm working on.
Yeah.
And I appreciate your support as a friend.
Yeah. Okay. What I'm going to tell you is that I did already know a little bit about your pen pal situation. Your pen pal in the man that you talked to in prison. Paul. Yeah, Paul. Because so what happened was you left your phone here at my house. I didn't take it out of your purse. I didn't take it out of the small pocket in your purse. You left it here, and it kept buzzing up. And I was like, I'm trying to watch The Masked Singer. We love The Masked Singer.
I love it. It's so good.
I love it too. I love when it's like, who can it possibly be?
It's like, it's T-Pain. I'm like,
T-Pain. Yeah. I'm watching that singer. It keeps ding, 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 ding. And I go over and I'm seeing like message from federal prison, message from federal prison, message from federal, and it's all these voicemails. And so I listen to one of the voicemails and
you can't be listening to my voicemail phone.
Yeah, Bonnie, what?
I go through your phone quite a bit. If you don't know that by now, I don't know how you don't know, because I'm worried about your safety. And
I want to go through your phone.
If you touched my phone, I would call the police and I would sue you, and I'd sue Jerry, sue his whole practice. So don't ever touch my phone. I was worried because I keep getting these dings about a federal inmate incarcerated, blah, blah, blah. So I'm thinking, really, I thought it was Blake. Oh, Jesus, Blake got, she's in the movie for, cutting a pinky off somewhere. But it wasn't, because I listened to the voicemails and they were so disturbing. One of the strangest things I've ever heard, growling. So then I said, John, you got to hear this. I said, John, get over here. And we did a little digging. We did a little background check. And your friend Paul
is a nice man, and he is on the road to getting back out there.
Yeah. So Paul's never getting back out anywhere. Paul is what they call a violent offender. I don't know if you're aware of this. Do you know why Paul is in prison?
No, I don't think that's true. I don't think he's violent.
Paul is sort of like a Jeffrey Dahmer style kind of guy, but his father was a judge, and so they didn't zap him and shoot him and give him the death penalty and light him up. they couldn't kill him because of who his dad was. So he's going to be in prison forever. And he's in prison because of the nature of his crime. So,
well, what I'll tell you that you probably didn't find in your research is that he was wrongfully convicted. And what we're doing through the Pen Pal program is starting, a pro bono operation for lawyers to partner with, people who've been wrongfully convicted and getting them out.
I'm going to guess
second chance back into the workforce.
Okay.
That's what we're doing here. And that's what we're doing for Paul.
I'm going to bet that Jerry, your husband, who's a litigator, does not know about Paul and does not know about the finger paints you guys send back and forth to each other.
Well, Jerry, I think he does know Paul.
I think he might know of Paul because Paul's a violent strangler, strangled a group of women on a bus one by one. So I think he does know Paul, probably of him, but I don't think he knows his wife.
Allegedly. I'd like to just interject. It's all alleged.
Trish, you don't need to speak into the microphone. It's your computer's picking.
It's not. Can you hear it?
Yeah, just don't worry about, holding it up to your face.
Okay.
You can put it aside.
Sure.
You're putting your lips on it, your mouth on it. It's not yours. It doesn't belong to you. It's going to come back to me. I'm going to have Lauren return it or try to get it.
I really like it.
Yeah. Well, you can buy it from her for about $950. I think it goes for $200, but Lauren, it might be a way to make a couple bucks, to be honest with you.
Okay. I can use it.
What? Can you stop? Can you speak up?
I said I could use the money.
For what? Your drug habit? Ooh, zinger, right? Another pretty startling thing I saw on your phone is I got on your TikTok and your For You page. I don't know if you're aware of what that is. Your For You page was all, how do I describe this? It's a lot of, it was a lot of women kind of like Lauren, but just with better, more pizzazz, more charisma. I'm wondering what that's
I don't think I know exactly what you mean.
Are you familiar with lesbian talk?
Lesbian talk. Well, what I thought it was kind of these like young athletes. They're very handsome.
Yeah.
And I went through some of Lauren's likes because Lauren had posted this really cool TikTok of her, taking care of her plants. And I love seeing that.
I was like, oh my God, girl.
She's so funny. And I went through some of her likes on TikTok. And I just went down this kind of like a rabbit hole, and I was like. Yeah. And now it's kind of all I see. Yeah. That's kind of how the app works.
Basically, what I saw was your whole For You page was lesbian TikTok. Okay. And then what else I saw is that all your saved videos was that. So I just was a little thrown because I thought first I'm looking at it, I go, is this Lauren's phone? Like this Lauren's, browser's account or whatever. And it was your phone. So I was just a little shocked by that. I was a little taken aback.
Well, something I've never really seen before. So it's fascinating to me. I love seeing like the videos where they like dress each other, the couples dress each other up. And that's fun for me to see. And
do you like when the more boyish girl gets dressed in something girly, or which do you?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Me too. I think just wear that, because they always look gorgeous. They're beautiful girls.
They're gorgeous.
Even the ones with the short. I know you love Abby Wambach. I know that's yeah.
Love. Great book. Yep. Great person.
Yep.
Beautiful, sparkling blue eyes. I know. They do something to me. They give me like the shivers or something.
Trisha.
Yeah, that was shocking.
It's like She's she's a role model for me, for my girls. I love her.
The combination of you just saying that Abby Wambach's eyes give you a shivering feeling, and the fact that all of your TikTok was lesbian talk was just super revealing and interesting to me. And I thought maybe that's something you could talk to Lauren about. I don't really want to talk about you and that on this, because we know how you are. We don't even need to go there. It's going to go to a place where I'm going to go, la, 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 can't unsee it, can't unhear it, la, 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 la. Lauren doesn't let me talk to her about that part of her life. So if you two start talking about it, there's going to be a problem, because I'm not going to get left out again. Oh, she's laughing. Ha, ha, ha. I leave Bonnie out. I make an ass of her. Ha, 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 ha. I don't tell her about the cool parts of my life.
You think I'm cool?
I think that your girlfriend's cool.
You like Alexis?
I do. And we started a texting friendship. And I told her, get the hell away from me. That's pretty much what I said. I think you're a philanderer. I think you bop around, you go this way, that way, I gave her a warning. I just said,
Right, well, don't text my girlfriend, please.
Oh. Did you hear that, Trish?
Wow.
Laying down the law.
I think you hit a nerve.
Yeah, I think I did. I think I know a little more about someone than they think I do about their extracurriculars. Whatever the case may be, whatever this was that just happened, this giant miscommunication. You do have that hotel until 3:00, and I do have a reservation, and I cannot cancel it because they have my card, and they'll charge me like $125. So I guess I'll come down there and we'll have lunch. I don't know.
Well, Jerry and I did have plans to go to Home Depot to get some 2x4s, and we're doing some kind of DIY stuff.
You're gonna leave the hotel that I paid for that you're in, and I can't. There has to be 2 people. Do you get this? Can your brain add 1 + 1 2? There has to be 2 people for me to take the reservation. I'm not taking John. I'm not in the mood. Not in the mood to hear about NASCAR, whatever it is.
I'm sure Jerry would understand if I reschedule, but yeah, I can cancel.
I don't think Jerry cares if you go to Home Depot with him to get 2x4s unless he's taking you there to hit you over the head with them, like I would like to do right now. I'd rather take you to Home Depot and hit you with 2x4s with your head in the middle like cymbals and have lunch with you after you both betrayed me like this. But hey,
I can just cancel it.
You can't cancel it. It's $100. Wait a second. I think I put it on your card, Lauren. So go ahead and cancel it. I think I put it under your card because I was having my swipe doesn't work. So I put it under your card. So just go ahead and cancel it, and you and I we'll square up another time. Does that work? Does that gonna work for you? I feel betrayed by both of you. I feel like you both were in cahoots behind my back. I'm sure Tanya's involved somehow, and I am going to go, and I'm relieved I don't have to go to lunch and sit with you, listen to your blah blah, and lie about Blake and the church and blah blah. You didn't take Blake to church on Sunday. I don't believe it.
Well, I was actually starting to look forward to getting lunch, but if you're unavailable, we can, maybe come over for dinner.
Maybe I would do a lunch a little more casual with you. Sometimes I'm more comfortable with you at casual places.
Why don't you guys use the reservation that we have so we don't get charged for the cancellation?
Or we could go to our spot.
We could go to our spot.
Margaritaville.
That's right. We could share a burger. Double bun.
Cheeseburger in paradise.
Cheeseburger. Meet me in paradise.
Paradise.
We're gonna have a daiquiri in paradise. Yeah, let's do that. Screw the reservation. It's on my card anyway. So let's go. Let's go have some fun. All right, girls. Well, I'll see you in a minute, Trish. Pick you up in the Porsche. Lauren, I'll talk to you later on after lunch. After I have a couple drinks, I'll meet up with you and we'll catch up.
Thanks for coming, Trish.
Bye, Lauren. It's always good to see you. I'm praying for you always. You know that.
Yep.
Thank
Me too.
you. You too.
Me too. Bye-bye.
Bye.